Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. What is the ruling on repeating Surah Al-Fatiha multiple times within a single prayer? I assume that this means multiple times within a single rak'ah as opposed to a single salah, because naturally we do pray by reciting Surah Al-Fatiha once in every rak'ah. So in the case of it being in a single rak'ah, then as far as the Shafi'i scholars are concerned, the ruling is that تقرار الفاتحة في الركعة الواحدة عمدا من غير سبب لا يبطل الصلاة. The recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha multiple times in one rak'ah, intentionally and even without any just cause to do so, it would not nullify the prayer. إذ هو ذكر مشروع من حيث الأصل ولا يخل بصورة الصلاة. Because this is a dhikr, a utterance that is legislated as part of the salah, and repeating it in this manner will not disrupt the form of the prayer. ولكن, however, there's a problem in that the person who does so intentionally, they would be sinful for doing so, because this is not something, تقرارها, its repetition is not something that has been legislated, and then doing so intentionally would be bringing something and doing something that in the salah the Prophet ﷺ never taught, the Sahaba never taught, Ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'in. So it's best to leave such actions outside of the salah, not only to keep the form of the prayer and to keep the reverence of the prayer intact, but also in observation of the opinions of those who state that it would in fact nullify the salah, even though that's not the Shafi'i view in that regard. Imam Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala, in his Al-Majmu' Sharh Al-Muhadhab, he actually has a statement. He says, reporting from Imam Al-Haramain, إذا كرر الفاتحة أو آية منها لا بأس بذلك إن كانت لتشككه في أن الكلمة قرأها جيدا أم لا. So there's no issue with the repetition of the Fatiha or a verse of the Fatiha if it is done because there's some doubt in the reciter, did I recite this properly or not, or because the reciter perhaps forgot whether he recited a verse and then he repeats that verse. Of course, this is not applicable to somebody suffering from waswasa. I'll perhaps comment on that again. So in this case, there's no problem with it. Okay, according to Imam An-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala, لأنه معذور, because there's an excuse. وإن كرر كلمة منها بلا سبب, and if he repeats so much as a single word without any cause, قال الإمام, Imam al-Haramain, he says, والذي أراه, and that which I view is that أنه لا تنقطع موالاته بتكرار آية منها. He will not break the sequence of his salah or the sequence of the arkan, the integrals of the salah. كيف كان, regardless of how he does this. إلى أن قال وقال البغوي إن كرر آية لم تنقطع القراءة انتهى. Okay, so that's essentially from Imam Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala. As for the person who suffers from a waswasa, and this is a common, more frequent occurrence these days than before, Nas'alullah al-afiyah, we ask Allah's protection. Somebody who's suffering from waswasa should not think of this as a means for them to entertain their waswasa and then repeat the words of the Fatiha just in case something, because the Shafi'i say that it doesn't nullify the prayer. I would say for the person suffering from waswasa, more so than other people, they should not repeat the verses and give entertainment to their waswasa, because this would cause them to sort of feed their problem, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.